keep going.
those protesters, and I just hope a lot of them don't get sick. I mean, a lot of them are wearing masks and stuff, but they're just sorry.
No,
you're fine. Everybody heard my
no. Hi. Welcome tonight. Tonight we're going to do a yoga set for grounding. So kind of focus on the feet a little bit. The weather, at least here in Montana, is so much nicer than it has been. Still June, so it's on and off. But I've been getting out, just kind of being barefoot, which is a really good way to ground. Just walking around outside in your bare feet, in the grass or whatever, just helps ground you. Practicing grounding, and I, again, kind of during these times, I think grounding is super important because we tend to, a lot of, we're thinking up here a lot, trying to think ahead or in the past, and kind of making sure we're staying present, grounding our feet into the earth, being grateful for Mother Earth and show gratitude. Beautiful world we live in present. That can kind of help us bring us back to a center. And also there's been plenty of scientific studies that have actually, walking around in your bare feet onto the ground. I mean, those nerve endings and those receptors in the bottoms of your feet with the earth has a lot of health benefits. So, homework, walk around in your bare feet outside as long as it's not too cold. It doesn't get too cold, but it's the perfect time to do it right now because the grass is all green. And it's nice. So let's get started. Hands open on the knees. Close the eyes down. Release the shoulders down the back. And let's just start breathing in and out through the nose. Slowing your breath down, but deepening the breath. Try to make your inhale the same length as your exhale. And just come into the present moment, into your breath. Feel your seat connecting to the ground. Feel wherever your skin or your body is putting weight on the mat. Just grow the body and the spine out of that root that you're sitting on. Your tail going all the way up through the crown of your head. Let's take a nice deep inhale. Hold the breath gently. Exhale. Spread the palms together. And let's press the palms into prayer. Place the hands on the chest. Elbows nice and wide. And we'll tune in one long Om. Let's inhale to prepare. Exhale the mouth. And again. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale to begin. knees. And let's just take our legs and bring them out straight. Just kind of shake them out. And then I'm going to take bring your right foot kind of on top of your lap or wherever's comfortable. And we're just going to start palpitating the feet. So Chinese medicine or Qigong teacher that I had called this scrubbing the feet. So you're kind of just bringing your attention to the feet. Give them a little massage. Pull on the toes. And then take your fist and just kind of hit the bottom of your feet. Lovely. You think about it, all the bones your feet have, oh my gosh, I've lost the number. Quite a few bones. And all those bones then verge into the ankle, which then verges into those two bones, tibia, fibia, knee to one bone in the femur, up into the hip. So if you think about it, anything that's kind of slightly off in your feet is going to affect your whole body. I mean, it is the toe bone's connected to the rib bone. You know, it works its way up. So how you're walking, how you're standing, kind of any sort of lack of grounding into your feet can affect the whole body. I mean, that's why, you know, Chinese medicine and the foot has, you know, acupuncture points and all of these points of importance that correlate with different organs and things like that, because there's a lot of bones and a lot of ways that your foot grips the ground that can then affect how you walk, how you feel, how you present yourself, etc. All right, let's switch feet. Bring that left foot in. And again, just start kind of waking it up by massaging it, pulling on the toes. Be gentle but aggressive, you know, make sure it feels like something, you know, you're waking up your feet. Okay, ready. Let's bring this feet wide and kind of flex and point the feet a few times. And let's come to standing. Move this up a little bit so you can see. All right, actually, I'm going to move it down so you can actually look at my toes, because that's kind of what this is all about. First part here. So we're going to stand. You can bring your feet about hip width distance. And let's just lift all the toes up, keeping the balls of the feet on the ground, heels on the ground. Lift all the toes up and then back down on them. Now lift all the toes up again and just try to place the big toes on them. Just the big toes, try to raise all the other toes. All right, now try to bring that second toe down. Yeah, it's tough. Try to bring that third toe down. Fourth toe. And then pinky toe down. Lift all the toes up again and place them down. So your feet should be like your hands, like how the ability that you have with your hands should translate to your toes. That's how much ability we have in our toes that we lose because we wear shoes and we walk on flat surfaces all day long, even if we're not wearing shoes. So that kind of limits the movement in our feet and our toes, but our toes really should, you really should be able to put each toe down, even lift, like how I could maybe lift a middle finger. You should be able to put all your toes down and lift your middle toe. So it's something just to kind of practice and be aware of, how much mobility you have in your feet. So let's just lift up those toes again and exhale, place them down. And then we're going to swing the arms down, grazing the mat, and come up into chair pose. Realign myself here. So inhale, sweep the arms down and bring them up alongside the head, sitting back down in a chair. Lift the toes here, place them down, kind of put weight into the toes and the balls of the feet, and then into the heels, and kind of even it out. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands down in prayer. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to twist. You're going to twist. I'm not going to twist too far, but we're going to bring that left elbow to the right knee. Twisting here. If you can, look up. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist the other way. Center. Exhale, forward fold. Focus on the feet. Where's the pressure on the feet? When you lift the toes, place them down again, nice and spread out. Grip the floor. And breathe here. Put a little micro bend in the knee. Tuck the chin. Let's grab opposite elbows and just sway back and forth. Opening up the sides of the body. Find a place of stillness, release the hands. Really bring those sit bones high. Open up the sit bones as well. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach up, stand up, arms up over the head. Press the hips forward. Exhale, release the hands down on the sides, Tadasana. And we're going to move into computer, so it's a little different how it's focusing on me. So anyway, we're going to come into tree pose. So you're going to put most of your weight into your left foot. And then we're going to you can bring the foot to the ankle, like so. And I'm going to back this up a little bit. Sorry, everybody, because this is a little annoying. All right. Oh, much better. Okay. So you're going to bring the foot either to the ankle, you can bring it to the calf, or you can bring it all the way up to the thigh. Bring the hands into prayer on the chest. Reach the arms up overhead. And then open up your hands. Your hands are open. I know you can't see mine, but just curl those pinkies towards each other. Backs of the hands are facing forward. And breathe. Shoulders away from the ears. Focus on that left foot. What's that left foot feel like? What's it look like? Is it really gripping the floor? Maybe try to relax it a little bit. And then regrip. Opening up that footbed. So just really making it nice and wide. And exhale, release the hands, release that foot. Place that right foot down. Open up those right toes, place them down. Put the weight in the right foot. Bring that left foot either to the ankle, calf, or all the way up to the thigh. Press that right hip in towards the left foot so you're nice and stable. Hands in prayer on the chest. Or you can move them up above the head. Eventually open. Again, draw your attention back to that right foot. Breathe deeply. Relax and strengthen. Opening up that foot. Then again, elongate through the spine, crown of the head, all the way down to the tailbone. Open up the spine. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach the arms up. Sit forward, exhale, forward fold. Again, find that grounding in the toes and the balls of the feet and the heels. Feel like an even grounding here, forward fold. And let's bring the arms up by the ears and sit down in our chair again. Inhale. Let's bring the arms down, palms face down right in front of us. Just come up on our tippy toes if we can. Breathe. Try to lower down. And take a deep inhale. Exhale. Forward. And inhale halfway. Exhale forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands on the thighs. Tadasana. And from here, we're going to lift up our left knee. Let's just hold here. Find this balance here. Again, find that balance in that right foot. On your next exhale, you're going to step it back to a crescent lunge. So you're on the ball of your foot and your back foot, and arms are up alongside the ears. Scoop your tailbone here, bend the knee a lot in the back, and then straighten out that knee without moving any other part. Your hips stay where they are. Okay. Inhale, bring the hands together, straighten that front leg. Exhale, cactus, arms down. Inhale up. Cactus, arms down. And inhale up. Exhale, spin that heel down into warrior one. So arms are still up in front. Chest is facing forward. Breathe. And inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, bring the hands down on either side of the foot. Step that foot back to a chaturanga. Lower down. Inhale, up dog. Or baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet here first, downward dog. Then find a place of stillness. Bring the belly towards the thighs, raise the hips high. Press into the fingertips and the base of the palm. Your head no. Shake your head yes. And inhale, bend the knees, look forward, step, hop, jump to the front of the mat to meet the feet. Meet the hands. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale to down. Here we're going to put most of our weight into our left foot here. Raise that right knee up. Find that balance. When you're ready, exhale, bring that foot back into that crescent lunge. Raise the arms up. Bend that right knee. Scoop the tailbone. Straighten that right knee. Wait, did we already do this thing?
You didn't do this.
I didn't. Okay. I'm glad I have my sidekick here to help me. Inhale, straighten the leg. I just had to feel like, my foot, this feels worked on, but I guess not. And so inhaling up, cactus arms down. Cactus arms down. And inhale up. Exhale, spin that back heel down. Open up into warrior one. Chest is still facing forward. Back leg nice and strong. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, place the hands on either side of the foot. Step back. Chaturanga. Inhale up dog or baby cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Hold your dog here if you can. Yeah, bend the knees. Look forward, step up, jump to forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale. Inhale. It's all the way up, hands up over the head, press the hips forward. Exhale. So again, we're going to find that grounding in our feet. We're going to bring the left leg up. And then step back to crescent. Spin that heel down, warrior one. And open up, warrior two. And let's extend the right front leg. Bring the arms up over the head and turn to face the side. So you're open here on the side. Great. And we're going to inhale here. Exhale, come down to Kali. So kind of sitting back, arms in cactus. Nice bent legs. You can bring your feet out a little bit. That helps with that seat. And then we're going to inhale, straighten the legs, bring the arms out. And we're just going to rotate the right foot forward. Bring the left foot at an angle. Press hips back. Reach forward with that right hand. And exhale. Come to Trikonasana. Triangle pose. And then let's bend that front knee, right knee nice and deep. Come to Parsva Konasana, so side angle here. And then we're going to swing that left arm down and come to camper pose like this. So clasping the hands in front of us like this. Excellent. And then we're going to rotate to the other side and do Parsva Konasana on this side. So that side angle, reach that right arm up and over. We're going to extend, straighten that left leg, come down and up into Trikonasana. And then inhale, let's come all the way up. Star pose here. And on our next exhale, come to Kali. These are lunar salutations that we're going through. So I'm going to kind of guide you through a little faster than we have been. So let's inhale, open. Pivot the feet. So you're going to do Trikonasana on the right. Then Parsva Konasana. Bending that right knee, bring that arm up and through. And then let's scoop that left arm down. Come to camper. And then rotate back. Parsva Konasana, side angle on the left side. Extend that knee, come to Trikonasana. Come all the way up to that star. Open the feet and come to Kali. Now we're going to do two more in a reverse way just to kind of even out the sides. So let's inhale, star. And we're going to rotate to the left now. Right hip back, left hip reach, and then Trikonasana. And scoop that right arm up and over. Parsva Konasana, side angle. Reach that right arm down and through to camper in the center. And come to Parsva Konasana, side angle on the right side. Extend that right leg to Trikonasana. Inhale, come on up. Even out the legs. Exhale, Kali. Continue on that same side. Inhale, star. Reach to the left. And Trikonasana. Scoop that right arm down and through to Parsvakonasana. Sweep that right arm down and through to camper. And then Parsvakonasana on the other side. And Trikonasana on that right side. And come on up, inhale. Exhale, Kali. So let's come on up to that star. We're going to rotate right foot straight, slightly angled in the back. And then we're going to bend that right knee and come into warrior two. And let's flip that front palm. Inhale, bring it on back. Exhale, that side angle again. Do that a couple times. Inhale. And exhale. And exhale. And let's inhale. Come on back. Concentrate on that right foot now. Really ground through that right foot. And we're going to come up and through. You might need to do a little hop with that back leg and come up into half moon. So you're going to reach that right foot, right hand forward. Bring that left leg up. Left foot is at the hip height. Sorry. We're going to reach up with that left hand. You can look down or up. Down is definitely easier than up. Flex that left foot. Ready, come on back gracefully to that warrior two. You might need to widen your stance a little bit. And we're going to inhale, reach up, switch sides to that warrior two on the other side. And let's do that back inhale. Side angle exhale. We'll do that a couple times. Yeah, when you're ready, inhale, come on back, peaceful warrior. And then exhale, step that foot up and through to half moon here on the other side. Again, opening those hips up to the right, flexing that right foot, ground through that left foot. Focus on that left foot. What does it feel like? Are the muscles working? Are the bones working in the foot? You're ready. Gracefully come back to that warrior two. And let's inhale, swing that back arm up to warrior one. And then we're going to step up to the top of the mat. Inhale, just reach up, press forward. And exhale, hands down at the side, Siddhasana. Again, check in with the feet here. They can be together. They can be, if it's more comfortable to have your feet a little bit further apart. With me being pregnant, that helps a lot, bringing my feet a little bit further apart. And let's just rock back and forth on the feet. And again, find that place of grounding for the feet. They aren't clenching onto the mat, but they're slightly gripping. Strong but relaxed. Close the eyes down and breathe. Inhale, reach up. Press the forward. Exhale forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands on the mat, step back to that upward push-up or all fours and come down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once you get to the down dog, you can stay in down dog or open the knees down on the mat, come down to child's pose. Forehead towards the mat. Come up onto the fingertips here. Stretch up those arms. And let's place the elbows on the mat. Bring the hands to prayer and try to bring that prayer up and over the head. Try to touch the thumbs to the back of the mat. And breathe. Place the hands down. We're gonna keep our right arm extended. Reach up with the left arm. Open up to the left side. And then exhale, we're gonna thread the needle here to a gentle twist. You can twist more if you like, or keep those hips straight with the abdomen and just rotate that upper body. You can also come up on the fingertips on the right hand. And breathe. Let's slowly unwind. And to the other side, bring that left arm out. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Come up onto the fingertips of the left. Kind of look under that left armpit. And breathe. And release. And walk the hands towards the body. Bring the knees together, sitting on the heels. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to come up onto the knees and open up the knees a little bit so they're hip width distance. Curl those toes under. Place the hands on the low back for your high waist. We're coming to camel pose, so pressing the hips forward. Bringing the head back. Relaxing, exhaling. You can come all the way down onto your heels if that's available to you. Find a place you can kind of be for a bit where you're pushing yourself, but you're not really struggling hard to keep the posture. Try to keep that neck open, throat open. Inhale, bring that chin towards the chest. Release the hips. Now you're going to bring the knees slightly more together. Keep the toes curled, and let's just come sitting back. So you're stretching those backs of the feet. If you have any like fascial tears or issues with the bottoms of your feet, this might be really painful. Don't do that. Just come to the tops of the feet. But if you can bear it, if it feels good to stretch out the backs of your feet, do that here. Hands on the thighs, breathe deeply. And if you're like doing this and you're like, this is no problem, I think I did this in my last week class, just come up and then just bring the toes a little further away from your knees and then sit back and you're good right there. And just take a few breaths here, stretching out the backs of the Let's release and hit the tops of the feet out on the mat. Now we're going to bring the legs out in front of us. Flex the feet. And let's flex and point the feet a couple times. Then leave them flex. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach for the toes. Seated forward fold. Focus more here on a straight back. We want a really straight, nice open spine that's folding forward at the hips, not at the waist. So even if you might not be able to go down as far, even if you have to bend your knees a little bit, maybe to get there. Nice open spine. Crown of the head to the tailbone, nice and open and straight. Breathe here. What I like to do here as well is instead of grabbing the tops of the feet, try to grab the sides of the toes and bring your feet flat. It kind of brings a different sensation to your forward fold if you're there. Inhale, come on up and up. Exhale, bring the feet together. Round ankle pose. Facing here. Try to bring the heels 2 fist widths away from your groin. Open up the soles of the feet. Again, you don't have to open up the soles of the feet. It's a different sensation for the way you do this. You can either open them up like pages of the book or try to keep them closed. And then we're going to inhale, reach up with the spine. Exhale, fold forward. And try to bring the elbows on the outsides of the legs here. And again, like I said, you're going to get a different sensation if you're trying to bring the feet together as if you're trying to pull them apart. So kind of maybe just find a place where you're like, oh, this is different, or I haven't done this before, do it that way. Or if you're like, oh, I really want to do it this one way, or this is good, do it that way. So you're trying to bring your chest into the feet. Breathing here. Inhale, come on. Exhale, release the feet out in front of you, shake them out. We're coming to sage pose, which is a different type of twist. We're going to bring the feet kind of on one side like a mermaid. So you're kind of cradling. Let's bring our feet to the right side first. So you're going to be kind of cradling your right foot in your left foot there. And then we're going to reach up with that right arm. And exhale, we're going to place that right hand, back of the hand against that left knee. And then, instead of twisting all the way this way, we're going to then bring our chin to our right shoulder. And then if you can, bring that left hand, bring it around behind you. So back of the palm is, back of the hand is kind of on the side. Or you can bring it, you can hold on to your foot there as well. So sage pose, I also like to call it sexy mermaid. Or a lot of people like to call it that. But here, remember, even though you're kind of in a weird, you're twisted in one way, chin's the other, elongate the spine here. So tuck that chin down a little bit, reach to the crown of the head, and breathe. Feet up in front of you, shake them out. And we'll do the other side. So tuck feet in, cradle those feet. This time, left foot in the right foot. Inhale, reach up with the left hand. And we're going to bring that left back of the hand to that right knee. And you're going to look over your left shoulder. Again, bring that right hand either back around the back or up onto that. Open up through that right side. That's also kind of where this is opening as well. So the spine is obviously bending here. But again, reach through, lengthen the spine, go from the tailbone, suck your tailbone down into the ground, reach the crown of the head into the heavens. Exhale, unwind. Let's bring the legs out in front of you. And bring the feet on the mat, knees bent, and let's just lower down onto the mat. Bring the hands down on either side, palms face down. Bring the heels to brush against your fingertips. Feet hip width distance, knees hip width distance. And we're going to inhale, we're going to push up to bridge here. So inhale up. And hold here. Bring the chest towards the chin. Hold here, breathe. Again, focus on the feet here. Just see what your feet are doing. Lift up the toes. And inhale. Exhale, release all the way down. Release the toes as well. And let's just windshield wiper the knees back and forth. And one more time for bridge. Press the feet into the mat. Inhale, curl the spine up off the mat. This time, if you want, you can tuck your shoulders slightly under, clasp the hands under the back. And again, focus on the feet here. Breathe deeply. Press into the feet evenly. Inhale deeply. Pull up on that pelvic floor, the root lock. And exhale, relax. Release the hands from underneath you. Tuck the shoulders. And again, windshield wiper the knee. And we're going to bring the feet up to 90 degrees here. Flex the feet slightly. And you can stay here. Or if you have it in your practice, you can come all the way up into shoulder stand. So that's hips up over the shoulders. Try to keep your feet up over the shoulders as well. Hands are supporting your low back. Pressure is on your shoulders. Shoulders and like the top of your skull, or that part of the skull that's on the mat, not your neck. If you don't have shoulder stand, again, just stay with the legs facing up. That's still doing a lot of work. That's draining all that blood that we worked up in the legs today down into the heart. Moving that lymph. Focus on breathing deeply. And when you're ready, lower down the hips if you're in shoulder stand, keeping the legs up to 90 degrees for a few breaths. And then lower the feet down. And let's bring one foot, right foot to the right edge of the mat, right corner of the mat, left foot to the left corner of the mat. Opening up the palms nice and wide. Give some air into those armpits. Letting the feet splay, and making our way into final relaxation, Shavasana. Breathing deeply. And even. Do a scan of the body, see where you're holding any tension. again, just draw your focus for a moment down to the feet. How do they feel? Are they relaxed? Do they feel open? Release any work. Done doing work. deepening your breath. Wiggling fingers and toes. Winding your wrists and ankles. And let's take a nice deep inhale. Reach the arms up over the head. Inhale deeply. Flex and point the feet. And exhale. Bring the knees into the chest. Rock side to side on the spine. And you can either roll over onto the side, push yourself up to seated that way, or rock up and down on the spine a couple times. Get that momentum, come all the way up into seated, hands in prayer on the chest. Eyes closed down, breathing deep. We'll end class with one long Om like we began. So inhale, exhale out the mouth. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale to begin. Love to all, light to all, peace to all. Taking a nice deep inhale. Lower the forehead towards the mat. And exhale. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow, maybe, hopefully.